So today we cook a quesadilla that made with heritage corn from Oaxaca. And what we do is to get the corn from different indigenous communities. We work with a collective called Tamoa. And then we get it here to London and we cook it for about an hour in calcium hydroxide. That process is called nixtamalization. That is an ancient technique that people used to make in indigenous communities, in indigenous times, pre-Hispanic times, to cook the corn and be able to make a masa. So we make the masa every day. After we cook the corn, we soak it and we leave it soaking in the solution for like 18 hours. And then we grind it every day in our molino. And then we have people just working the masa, and then what we did is a little bowl. We press it, and then after we cook it in the comal, and then we put some Oaxaca cheese made in Kent. That Oaxaca cheese is quesillo. That is a type of cheese from Oaxaca, that is out of Mexico, that people make. It's basically a type of string cheese. Fresh string cheese that is similar as a mozzarella, but the difference is that it's a little bit more sour, and when you do it, when you have the fresh cheese, then you add hot water with some sort of acidity to stretch it. So then that's why when you stretch it, you can make threads out of the cheese. So it's a really specific type of cheese that without that one, us as a Mexicans, we just don't feel that it's a real quesadilla. So instead of importing or buying like cheese from other people that they don't follow like organic standards, we work with a producer in Kent to make that cheese. So we put the cheese inside, we cook the tortilla from one side, then you flip it again, and when it starts puffing, you add the cheese. That is really important because that will allow the quesadilla, when you flip it, to be flexible and don't break in the edge. So that's really important. When you have a quesadilla and it's broken in the edge, it's not nice. So it needs to puff. And when it starts puffing, you add the cheese and you fold it. So then it's flexible and it looks beautiful. And so we did a quesadilla. And to make it a little bit more like Day of the Dead theme, we put some tajiris flowers that are cempasúchil, that are actually the flowers that we have in the ofrendas in Mexico, that we believe that the dead cannot see and they can smell. So that's why there's a path in the ofrenda of flowers of cempasúchil, so the dead can smell their way to the other side, to be with their, well, like just right, to follow the right path to the other side, to the afterlife. So if you're a vegetarian and you go for the 6-course menu, you can order a quesadilla, and we will do it fresh. We will press it fresh for you and put the cheese inside and everything. Yeah, and we serve it with some salsa that it's made with peppers, like green peppers and habanero. We made, I think Day of the Dead is something really special for, like in the past years, it's been really special for the people in the UK and also in like other parts of the world. I think since the James Bond movie of everyone like looking as like skulls in Mexico, I think it's been like some sort of excitement about that. I think Mexican culture in Mexico, it's a lot about craft and a lot about like handmade and handcraft things, like a lot about like handmade and handcraft things. That it separates quite a lot from America and the States, like Halloween. That it's a little bit more industrial and more just like a theme party. Like Day of the Dead has a root of tradition, of family, and it's been, I think people has been really interested about that. And I think the fact of celebrating the dead is just beautiful. And me as a Mexican, I'm really proud to have that tradition. And I've been trying every year to make something for people here in the UK, like to make a special menu and different menus and inviting people just to like, okay, let's gather, let's eat Mexican food and let's make like something that will celebrate the dead, the Day of the Dead. So at home it's really important to have an altar, and you put a picture of the people that you admire or your relatives, and I mean, like I used to actually sell pan de muerto, like a day of like the bread of the dead. That sounds a little bit weird in English. Yeah, yeah. Pan de muerto. So pan de muerto, it's a type of bread that I used to sell to my friends. When I was 15 years old, I started cooking, and I used to like look for recipes of how to make bread. Like bread was for me was like the most amazing thing. Thank you so much, everyone, and Viva Mexico, and celebrate with your family and celebrate the people that is here, but also the people that pass away, because I think all of us, we need to kind of bear in mind that they still with us, you know, like our relatives and the people that love you, they will love you forever, even after they die, you know.